from MTV. Like, his first show was Wildin' Out, and then he did Guy Code, and he was just like on a bunch of MTV shows, and he was able to like reach a 6-figure salary, which at the time was really huge for us. But then in 2018, like, all of the opportunities started to dry up. He was kind of aging out of the MTV bracket, and he wasn't really getting any attention from the industry. So he was pretty much losing all his income. And at the same time, I was working a really toxic job with like a toxic manager and like working till 2 a.m. And it just caused a lot of stress on our relationship. I really, wanted to get married and like wanted to move forward. And he was like, I don't even know who I am as a man if I'm not even able to achieve something I poured 15 years into. And like, I don't even know how I'm going to provide for you or our future as a family. And everything came to a head when my mother-in-law came to visit us. I was being very distant because of everything we were going through. Akash was very stressed, and I think she kind of internalized it like that I was being bitchy towards her or passive aggressive towards her. It was a huge fight between all of us. Basically, Akash did not defend me, and I was like, okay, I don't know if I can be in a relationship with this person anymore.
So after this, we both took a much needed break, and we just needed time to reflect on our own outside of the relationship. I took a trip to India with my mom for my cousin's wedding. We went to see their Bar Sahib, which is the holiest Sikh temple, and I just wanted to find my identity again and reconnect with my spirituality. And similarly, Akash needed to find his voice within the relationship and find his voice between his mom and me.
Finally, a couple months later, I just had this epiphany. We were still getting in fights, but Akash went on his own trip to India, and my Nana Ji was sick in the hospital. He flew out of his way to go see him in Punjab. I woke up the next day seeing pictures of him, my Masi, and my Nana Ji, and I had this moment where I was like, okay, I know he's the right one. We're going to make it through this.
2017, we started Flagrant, so I was 30.
That's not old, though, bro.
33 started. 2018 went broke because I was on these MTV shows, and what I didn't count on is all of them being taken away at 1 year. Because maybe they just looked at me and they were like, he's old? I don't know. But I had like 7 MTV shows. I wasn't making crazy money. I was making like low 6 figures. But my girlfriend at the time, she moved into our place, and then all of a sudden, end of 2017, all those shows started suddenly getting canceled one by one. So I went from making like a low 6 figures, nothing crazy, but 6 figures in 2017 to 2018, probably making like $4,000 for the whole year. I'm going broke. So 2018, we're doing Flagrant. My wife, financially anxious person, is like, what is going on? Like, we're talking about getting married. Is this what it's going to be? I don't have an answer for her. I'm like, this flagrant thing, I believe in this. Then I start wondering, like, am I just saying that because that's all I have left?
Yeah.
And then luckily we started the Patreon because I went so broke we had to. No, Andrew was doing great. Andrew was starting to blow up, to be honest with you. His whole ascension.
Okay, you guys, I have really good news. So for the longest time, I told my husband he couldn't look at me until he got to 1 million followers because, like, who the fuck are you if you don't even have 1 million followers on Instagram? And guess what?
I'm looking.
And now, he can look at me. Because before, I was like, you don't even have 1 million followers, don't look at me. So congratulations to Akash on 1 million. Some of you guys might be like, Jasleen, what did you do to contribute everything? I'm pushing buttons behind the scenes.
She does push buttons. I'm pushing the buttons, a.k.a. pain in my ass.
Yeah. Hey.
Akash Singh went on stage and defended his wife over the backlash and said, she's not a gold digger. She was with me when I had nothing. But now we have found out that when he was financially struggling, she left him. Of course she did. And she put it, we broke up. Come on, you think this simp broke up with you? No. He was struggling financially. She left him. Then the Flagrant Patreon and podcast truly took off, and she went back with him. But he always had money. He had mommy and daddy's money, but I think she kind of has mommy and daddy's money too. Not to say like their parents are like multi-millionaires, but their parents got money. I mean, if you got constant money to keep traveling to and from India at a whim, I would assume there's some Quickie Mart money involved in it, but it just... So this was the angle he went to take, not addressing the fact that, her popping it for the frat guys, But just to say, she's not a gold digger, guys. She was with me when I was struggling. Yeah, but she left you too when you were struggling, Akash. Should have been red flag number one. The 1 million followers thing, obviously she was going for a joke. But the non joking part was oh, I'm kind of responsible for that too. I was behind the scene. No, you weren't. He allowed you to pretend you were really doing something to help him. You weren't doing anything. You really don't have that much talent. It's just sad, though, to see Akash going out like this, going out. I mean, simping ain't easy, but it sure is necessary, I guess, for some people. But, I mean, why tell that story if you know she's told stories before on her TikTok that contradict your story, and she admits she left you when you were having financial problems. But then again, he said she was a virgin, and she told stories on her TikTok that said not. So who's the one who's lying here? I think it's her to him. She might have actually told him she was a virgin. Like, he probably had no idea about her popping it for the frat guys. And he's so much of a simp and a coward that even after all this controversy and backlash, he probably still hasn't even addressed that for her. He probably hadn't even gone up to her and go, wait, you were popping it in the frat house? You wanted to do what with your friend's husband? Like, he's probably so afraid he hasn't even brought any of this up. He's obviously struggling because he's bringing it up on stage. But I doubt he's saying anything to her because she's still going on podcasts and stuff like nothing's happening. She'll address it, but to her, nothing's really wrong. What did she say? She's getting bullied and they're both getting bullied, but she's not addressing it like in any real sense. So she's either completely oblivious, which I doubt. She just doesn't care. And she doesn't really even care about him. Because if she cared about him, she'd be doing everything she can to try and save his career that she is at the one actively destroying. But she doesn't care because she's just trying to make it as a TikTok star. And she wants to be an influencer. Because it's all about her goals, ultimately, not his. Even though his pay all the bills and everything, but she can always just leave him and go find another guy. I bet that's what she's thinking, but let me know your thoughts in the comments.